सबको सादर नमस्ते जी. On behalf of Arya Sabha America, it's my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the Saturday morning Agnihotra and Vedic Satsang services. I welcome all of your humble virtual presence this morning. Today, our guest Acharya ji is none other than Acharya Varun ji, who is joining us from Kenya. It is my honor to welcome Adaniya Acharya ji. He will lead us in this morning's prayer. Namaste Acharya ji.
धन्यवाद श्री भुवनेश जी, विश्वजीत जी, बहुत धन्यवाद. और सभी यजमान गणों का भी हार्दिक स्वागत है आज के सत्संग में. नरेंद्र सूद जी और उनकी फैमिली एवं अन्य सभी, यशमन चंदा जी, अर्चना जी, सुरेंद्र जी. आइए, टुडे इज हवन. वी स्टार्ट विद utmost devotion and faith, unshakable faith in the Parameshwar's realm that can never be shaken by any difficulty or any subterfuges. So let's start today's satsang with the sacred sound of Om 3 times. Kindly take deep breath. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. तूने हमें उत्पन्न किया, पालन कर रहा है तू. तुझसे ही पाते प्राणे हम, दुखियों के कष्ट हरता है तू. तेरा महान तेज है, छाया हुआ सभी स्थान। सृष्टि की वस्तु वस्तु में तू हो रहा है विद्यमान। तेरा ही धरते ध्यान हम, मांगते तेरी दया। ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चला। दाता हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चला। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। आइए हम सभी मिलकर वैदिक संध्या ब्रह्म यज्ञ करेंगे। ब्रह्म यज्ञ का अर्थ है वह हमारा मानसिक प्रयास, our mental effort to attain to the Almighty Parameshwar's presence, to get connected with that infinite, blissful and miraculous consciousness, which is the creator and who is sustainer of this whole cosmos. Because of that, we are living. Because of that, we are thinking. Because of that, we are experiencing things, because he has created all the means of experiences for us. So let's start Brahma Yajna Sandhya, a perfect meditation to get connected with the divine consciousness. Atha Brahma Yajna. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः। ॐ वाक् वाक्, ॐ प्राणः प्राणः, ॐ चक्षुः चक्षुः, ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रं, ॐ नाभिः, ॐ हृदयम्, ॐ कण्ठः, ॐ शिरः, ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम्, ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे, ॐ भूः पुनातु शिरसि, ॐ भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः, ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे, ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये, ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम्, ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः, ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि, ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र, ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिधात्तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्रजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधी संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या इषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजीरक्षिता पितर इषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचीदिक्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीदाकुरक्षिता अन्नमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीचीदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुध इषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिक्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परिस्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरम् देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्निः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्थस्तुषश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनाहस्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपया अनेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Kindly rub your palms and you can put your palms, warm palms on the palm, on your both eyes gently and feel the warmth of your palms. Now we will start Ishwar Stuti Prarthana Upasana Mantraha, in which we will praise the infinite attributes of the Parameshwar with the Ved mantras. We will pray for the divine qualities in our mind, in our nature, so that we can perform the noble deeds. And we will try to get connected our limited consciousness to that unlimited, limitless, infinite consciousness, supreme consciousness. So let's be introvert and gather your whole consciousness, all awareness on the mantras so that they can resonate in our mind, in our life, in our heart with the divine rhythm. Atha Ishwar Stuti Prarthanopasana Mantraha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitarduritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patirek Asit Sadadhar Prithivim Dyamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema Om Ya Atmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha Yasya Chhaya Amritam Yasya Mrityuh Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahit त्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च दृढा येन स्वहस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम्। ॐ स नो बन्धुर्जनिता सविधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशाना तृतीये धामन्नध्यैरयन्त। ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् यूयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम। इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना मंत्राः। एक छोटी सी प्रार्थना करेंगे, नेत्रों को बंद ही रखें। हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता, समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप, हे अनंत सामर्थ्यवान सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप, सर्वशक्तिमान न्यायकारी सब जगताधार, हे सर्वांतर्यामी सर्वव्यापक परमेश्वर, आज इस प्रातः काल की शुभ वेला में हम आपके सम्मुख उपस्थित हैं, अपने हृदयों में पवित्र प्रार्थनाएं लेकर, भावनाएं लेकर, कामनाएं लेकर। हे जगदीश्वर, आप सर्वोपरि हैं, सर्वज्ञ हैं। आप हमारे मन के सभी अंधकार, अज्ञान और अविद्या को दूर कर आप अपने दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति से हमारे मन को प्रकाशित कीजिए। हमारे हृदयों से सभी रोग, शोक, क्लेश को मिटाकर आप उसमें अपने दिव्य प्रेम, भक्ति को स्थापित कीजिए। हमारे प्राणों को निर्मल कर, पवित्र कर। हे प्रभु, हमारे प्राणों में अपनी दिव्य शक्ति का संचार कीजिए। हमें अपना आप एक यंत्र बनाएं दिव्य कर्मों को करने का। हे ईश्वर, हमारे शरीरों में जितने भी रोग हैं उन सबको आप समाप्त कर अपनी आरोग्य शक्ति को प्रतिष्ठित कीजिए। हमें श्रेष्ठ शुभ कर्मों को करने में प्रेरित करें। हमें श्रेष्ठ ज्ञान को प्राप्त करने में प्रेरित करें। हे ईश्वर, हमें स्वयं को प्राप्त कराएं, अपने आनंद को प्राप्त कराएं। अपनी कृपा दृष्टि हम सभी आपकी संतानों पर बनाए रखें। यही आपसे विनम्र प्रार्थना है। हमारी प्रार्थना स्वीकार करें, स्वीकार करें, स्वीकार करें। Now we will do the three mantras from each Swasti Vachanam and Shanti Karanam. I think we will start from 16 to 18, if I am right. And in Shanti Karanam also 16 to 18, 16, 17, 18. अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम ॐ सुत्रामाणं पृथिवीं द्यामनेह संशुशर्माणमदितिं सुप्रणीतिं दैवीं नावं स्वरित्रामनागमस्रवन्ती मारुहेमा स्वस्तये ॐ विश्वे यजत्रा अधिवोचतोत येत्रा यध्वं नो दुरेवा या अभिहुतः सत्ययावो देवहूत्याहुवेम शृण्वतो देवा अवसे स्वस्तये ॐ अपामि वामपविश्वामनाहुतिमपारातिं दुर्वेदत्रा मखायतः आरे देवाद्वेषो अस्मद्युयो तनोरुणः शर्म यच्छता स्वस्तये इति स्वस्तिवाचनं पाठः अतः शान्तिकरणम् 16, 17, 18 ॐ अहानिशं भवन्तु नः शं रात्रिः प्रतिधीयताम् शन्न इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्न इन्द्रावरुणा रातहव्या शन्न इन्द्रापूषणा वाजसातौ शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय संयुः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभीष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये संयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि इति शान्तिकरणं पाठः Now I request all the yajmans, respective yajmans, kindly take few drops of water on the palm of your right hand in order to do sankalpa patha for Devi Yajjah. Kindly take some water on the palm of your right hand and please make sankalp, dridh sankalp. ओम तत्सत् श्री ब्रह्मणो दिवसे द्वितीये पहरार्थोत्तरार्धे वैवस्वते मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमचरणे एकवृन्दषण्णवतिकोटि अष्टलक्ष त्रिपञ्चाशत्सहस्र चतुर्विंशत्युत्तरशततमे षष्ठी संवत्सरे अशीत्यधिकद्विसहस्रमक्रमाब्दे दक्षिणायने शरदऋतौ आश्विनमासे शुक्लपक्षे सप्तम्यां तिथौ शनिवासरे पूर्वषाढा नक्षत्रे शुभमुहूर्ते उत्तरी अमेरिकाद्वीपे संयुक्तराष्ट्र अमेरिकादेशे शुभमुहूर्ते सर्वकल्याणार्थम ईश्वर प्रीत्यर्थम च अस्नाभिरत्र देवयज्ञः क्रियते। प्लीज छोड़ दें जल को नीचे। थ्री टाइम्स आचमन करेंगे। प्लीज टेक few drops of water on the palm of your right hand. दाहिने हाथ की हथेली में जल ले लीजिए। मंत्र के साथ 3 बार आचमन करने के लिए। ओम अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा। सेकंड टाइम। ओम अमृतापिधानमसि स्वाहा। थर्ड टाइम। ओम सत्यम यशः श्रीर्मयि श्रीशयतां स्वाहा। Kindly take few more drops and wash your hand behind you. Now for Ang Sparsh, to purify our whole body and senses, please take few drops of water on the palm of your left hand, and with the help of middle and ring finger of your right hand, you will touch the water with the mantra, and from right to left, different body parts. Om Vangama Aseyastu, Om Nasor me Prano Astu, Om Akshanor me Chakshurastu, Om Karnayor me Shrotamastu, Om Bahor me Balamastu, Om Urvorma Ojo Astu, Om Arishtani me Angani Tanustanva me Saha Santu. I request all the Mukhya Yajmans to light the Deepak. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. Kindly light the Deepak, and then now with the camphor, whoever he is doing with Havan Kund or whatever, will light in that Havan Kund. Agni Agnyadhan Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swardyauriva Bhumna Prithaviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithavi Deva Yajani Prishthe Agni Mannad Mannadhyaya Dadhe. Kindly establish fire in the Havan Kund. Om Udbuddhe Swagne Pratijagrahi Tvamishta Purte Sangsrije Thamayancha Asmin Sadasthe Adhyutarasmin Vishwe Devaya Jamanasya Sidata. Samidha Dan Mantra. Kindly take 3 samidhas dipped in the ghee, and with swaha, please offer each samidha in the Agni. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanna Dhyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Samidhagnim Duvasyata Ghritair Tithim Asmin Havya Juhotana. Om Susamidha YashochisheGhritam Tivram Juhotana. Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Tantva Samidbhirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Drihachochaya Visthaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Angirase Idannamama. Panchghrit Ahuti, 5 times oblations of ghee with swaha. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nannadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nannadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chedda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nannadyena Samedhaya Swaha. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्म वर्चसे नान्नाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्म वर्चसे नान्नाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्न मम। जल सिंचन करेंगे, sprinkling of water first in the east direction. Om adite anumanyasva. Now in the west where Mukhya Yajman is sitting, Om anumate anumanyasva. Now left side to the Yajman, to the north, Om sarasvatya anumanyasva. After the mantra, on the right side, south, Om Deva Savitah Prasuva Yajjam Prasuva Yajjapatim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharvaha Ketapuhu Ketannah Punatu Vachaspatirva Chamnah Swadatu. All around. Now, Aghara Vajya Bhagavati, 4 oblations of ghee. First on the left side of Havan Kund, north, in a line. Second on the right side, south, in a line, and then 2 in the center. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idanna Mama. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idanna Mama. 4 more oblations of ghee, Vyahriti Ahuti. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Bhurvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idanna Mama. Om Swaradityaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaragnivayevaadityebhyah Swaha Idam Agnivayevaadityebhyah Idanna Mama. प्रसाद की आहुति, स्विष्टकृत आहुति, सभी थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रसाद ले लें। ओम यदस्य कर्मणो अत्यरीरिचं यद्वान्यूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्टत् सुष्टकृत विद्यात् सर्वं स्विष्टं सुहुतं करोतु मे। अग्नये स्विष्टकृते सुहुतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनाम् कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वान्नः कामान् समर्धय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये स्विष्टकृते इदन्न मम। एक घी की मौन आहुति। ओम स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्न मम। अब now the Sahayak Yajmans who are sitting with Mukhya Yajman can add samagri. And Pratah Kalin, Sai Kalin Ahuti, morning and evening oblations. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotih Suryah Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchah Swaha. Om Jyotih Suryah Suryo Jyotih Swaha. Om Sajurdeven Savitra Sajurushashendravatya Jushanah Suryo Vetu Swaha. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotiragnihi Swaha. Om Agnir Varcho Jyotir Varchah Swaha. Om Swaha. ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्याजुषाणो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा। ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदन्न मम। ॐ भुवर्वायवे अपानाय स्वाहा। इदं वायवे अपानाय इदन्न मम। ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा। इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदन्न मम। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्निवायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा। इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदन्न मम। ओमापो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा। ॐ या मेधां देवगणः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामद्य मेधयाग्नि मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा। ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव स्वाहा। ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् यूयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा। ओम। अब हम सबके उत्तम स्वास्थ्य के लिए कुछ आहुति देंगे और आज विशेष आहुति जन्म दिवस की श्री त्रिपत सहजपाल जी की पुत्री, उनकी डॉटर आरती का जन्म दिवस है। हम उनकी दीर्घायु के लिए भी आज विशेष जन्म दिवस की आहुतियां देंगे। और गत सप्ताह आचार्य अमोल जी का भी जन्म दिवस था, ऐसा विदित हुआ, तो हम उन्हें भी शुभकामनाएं देंगे। ओम जीवास्थ जिव्यासम सर्वमायोर्जिव्यासम स्वाहा। ओम उपजीवास्थोपजिव्यासम सर्वमायोर्जिव्यासम स्वाहा। ओम संजीवास्थ जिव्यासम सर्वमायोर्जिव्यासम स्वाहा। ओम जीवलास्थ जिव्यासम सर्वमायोर्जिव्यासम स्वाहा। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा। अब हम जन्म दिवस की विशेष आहुति देंगे। ओम। ये आहुति आरती जो सहजपाल जी की पुत्री हैं और अमोल जी के लिए, आचार्य अमोल जी के लिए। ओम उपप्रियं पनिप्नतं युवानमाहुतिवृद्धम् आगन्म बिभ्रतो नमो दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम शतं जीव शरदो वर्धमानः शतं हेमन्तान् शतमु वसन्तान् शतमिन्द्राग्नि सविता बृहस्पति शतायुषा हविषेमं पुनर्दुः स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्तु स्मरुतः सम्पूषा सं बृहस्पतिः सम्मायमग्निः सिंचतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्तवादित्या सम्मा सिंचन्तवग्नयः इन्द्रः समस्मा सिंचतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्त वरुषः समरका ऋषयश्च ये पूषा समस्मा सिंचतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्तु पृथिवी सम्मा सिंचन्तु या दिशः अंतरिक्षं समस्मा सिंचतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्तु कृष्टयः सम्मा सिंचन्तवोषधीः सोमः समस्मा सिंचतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायुः किणोतु मे स्वाहा। ओम सम्मा सिंचन्तु नद्यः सम्मा सिंचन्तु सिन्धवाः समुद्रः समस्मा सिंचतु पर्जया च धनेन च दीर्घमायु कृणोतु मे स्वाहा। अब हम
आचार्य जी,
जी
मैं क्षमा चाहता हूँ। बस 1 मिनट के लिए मैं रिकग्नाइज करना चाहूंगा, आप कैमरे पे देख रहे होंगे कि हमारे साथ आज 5 बच्चे युवा
जी
अग्निहोत्र में भाग ले रहे हैं। अथर्वपुरी सियाटल से, ऋतज आर्य कैलिफोर्निया से, वैदिक जो कि आचार्य अमोल कुमार जी के बेटे हैं अटलांटा में, ऋचक्षा आर्य अटलांटा से, और अनुश्रव आर्य अटलांटा से। ये
बहुत
बच्चे सब 1-1.5 साल से 12 साल तक की एज के हैं, तो आप इनके लिए भी एक स्पेशल आशीर्वाद आज दें। और मैं
जी
ऑल्सो रिकग्नाइज करना चाहूंगा आचार्य सुकामा जी जो भारत से हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं, और आचार्य अमोल कुमार जी अग्निहोत्र में भाग ले रहे हैं। धन्यवाद जी।
जी अवश्य अवश्य। इन बालकों के लिए हम विशेष इनकी दीर्घायु के लिए हम प्रार्थना करेंगे और आहुति देंगे। ओम वर्च आदेहि मे तन्वां सह ओजो वयो बलम इंद्रियत्वा कर्मणे वीर्याय प्रतिगृह्णामि शतशारदाय स्वाहा। ओम स्तुता मया वरदा वेद माता प्रचोदयन्तां पावमानि द्विजानाम् आयुः प्राणं प्रजां पशुं कीर्तिं द्रविणं ब्रह्मवर्चसं मह्यं दत्त्वा व्रजत ब्रह्मलोकं स्वाहा। आज का ये बहुत सुअवसर समक्ष है कि आचार्य सुकामा जी और आचार्य अमोल जी उपस्थित हैं। अब हम 3 बार गायत्री मंत्र से आहुति देंगे। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। 3 पूर्ण आहुति करेंगे। ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा। ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा। ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा। This is really a great pleasure for all of us that today so many young children are there in the yajna, and that is a sign of the progress of Arya Samaj Andolan movement in US, and I'm so glad to see that. आइए हम सभी मिलकर यज्ञ प्रार्थना करेंगे भक्ति भाव से। पूजनीय प्रभो हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की बोले ऋचाएं सत्य को धारण करें, हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरें। अश्वमेधादिक रचाएं यज्ञ पर उपकार को, धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दें संसार को। नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज्ञादि हम करते रहें। रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहें। भावना मिट जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की। कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की। लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीव धारी के लिए। वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए। स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो। इदन्न मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो। हाथ जोड़ झुका हे मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे। नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे। यज्ञ रूप प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए। छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु आत्मिक बल दीजिए। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्। हे नाथ सब सुखी हों कोई न हो दुखारी। सब हों निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी। सब भद्र भाव देखें सन्मार्ग के पथिक हों। दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी। अब हम सभी श्रेष्ठ यजमानों को, आर्य यजमानों को आशीर्वाद देंगे, जिनमें नरेंद्र सूद जी एवं उनकी धर्मपत्नी तेज जी, अर्चना जी और सुरेंद्र माता जी हैं, मनस्वी जी हैं, उनकी फैमिली, असीम पुरी जी, राज जी एवं सत्यपाल जी, सहजपाल जी और उनकी फैमिली, उनकी डॉटर आर्या, यश जी एवं अन्य सभी यजमानगण हैं, उनको हम आशीर्वाद देंगे। जो मुख्य यजमान के साथ बैठे हैं, उनके अग्रज, उनसे बड़े, वो आशीर्वचन मेरे साथ दोहराएंगे। They will repeat after me, and if there are flowers, you can shower the flowers or some few drops of water, whatever, or even your आशीर्वचन is more than enough. ओम सत्याः सन्तु यजमानानां कामः। ओम सफलाः सन्तु यजमानानां कामः। ओम पूर्णाः सन्तु यजमानानां कामः। ओम सौभाग्यमस्तु। ओम कल्याणमस्तु। ओम आरोग्यमस्तु। ओम शुभम भवतु। 3 बार स्वस्ति बोलकर सभी यजमानों को आशीर्वाद देंगे, और खासकर बच्चों को जो आज यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं, छोटे छोटे बच्चे, नन्हे मुन्ने, ओम स्वस्ति स्वस्ति स्वस्ति। ओम स्वस्ति पंथामनुचरेम सूर्या चंद्रमसा विवह पुनर्ददताघ्नता जानता संगमे मही। ईश्वर सभी यजमानों की श्रेष्ठ कामनाएं पूर्ण करें एवं सभी को आनंद की वर्षा, कृपा की वृष्टि सब पर करें, यही ईश्वर से प्रार्थना है। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद आचार्य जी। आज का अग्निहोत्र बहुत ही आनंद पूर्वक संपन्न हुआ। आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा। आप हमारे साथ बने रहेंगे। भजन के बाद आपका प्रवचन सुनने का हमें मौका मिलेगा। Once again, on behalf of Arya Sabha America, I welcome you all to the Saturday morning Vedic Satsang services. I congratulate all families who are commemorating, celebrating special events in their respective families. I want to especially congratulate and thank the young parents who have come today and perform Agnihotra live with us, especially with their little toddlers. Putting these sanskars in children at this time will help them build the future Aryas in this society. So thank you for doing that. So first of all, for the first bhajan, may I request Manasviji for a bhajan presentation. I think he had his camera on. Yes. Manasviji.
Namaste Ji.
Namaste.
Today I will sing a bhajan which is a meaning of popular Ved mantra Stutamaya Varda Vedamata by Sri Lalit Sahni ji. मैंने वेद माता की स्तुति की हृदय से और शुभ चिंतन किया है। विदुर वेद माता के ज्ञान उपदेशों से सार्थक जीवन जिया है। मैंने वेद माता की स्तुति की हृदय से और शुभ चिंतन किया है। वेद माता का स्तवन अध्ययन अर्थ चिंतन और गान करें। वेद माता का स्तवन अध्ययन अर्थ चिंतन और गान करें। जीवन का उसे अंग बनाकर अमृत रस का पान करें। है वेद माता गायत्री गाएं उस दिवस रात्रि। परमेश्वर रूप कवि का गायन है हृदयवासी। हर एक द्विज को जिसने पावन किया है। मैंने वेद माता की स्तुति की हृदय से और शुभ चिंतन किया है। सुनना हो सुन लो ज्ञानियों का अनुभव। वेद स्तवन से दीर्घायु संभव। सुनना हो सुन लो ज्ञानियों का अनुभव। वेद स्तवन से दीर्घायु संभव। दीर्घ जीवन में प्राणवायु बन कर पाई प्रजाएं सुयोग्य और अन्न बल पशुपालन की शिक्षा दी। मंत्रों ने यश कीर्ति दी। हुई पूजित धन की प्राप्ति। ब्रह्म तेज की आत्मिक शांति। बस निश्चित समझ लो सब कुछ मिला है। मैंने वेद माता की स्तुति की हृदय से और शुभ चिंतन किया है। विद्या की देवी सरस्वती मात ने करा दी हृदयंगम विविध विद्याएं। विद्या की देवी सरस्वती मात ने करा दी हृदयंगम विविध विद्याएं। आत्मलोक में हुई प्रतिष्ठित ऐश्वर्य नीतियों की बहादी धाराएं। बनी आत्म अंग वो मेरी किरणें बिखरी सुनहरी। माँ की वाणी है स्नेही और मुझे बनाया सेवी। वेद माता ने हृदयों में घर कर लिया है। मैंने वेद माता की स्तुति की हृदय से और शुभ चिंतन किया है। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत सुंदर मनस्वी जी, थैंक यू सो मच. आई नो फॉर years and years, Lalit Sani ji used to go to Gandhidham and teach the kids of Jeevan Prabhat, and you being in Gandhidham, I think you picked it up from him as well, and I'm sure if he listened to this today, he'd be very, very proud of you. So thank you for such a beautiful bhajan rendition. Dhanyawad. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Narendra and Usha Suji from Michigan for a bhajan presentation.
Can you hear us?
Yes, thank you.
देवता मुझको बिना सहारा कहीं छूट जाएगा। मेरे देवता मुझको बिना सहारा कहीं छूट जाएगा। तुम्हारा मेरे देवता मेरे परम पिता। तेरे पद से मुझको हटाती है दुनिया, इशारों से मुझको बुलाती है दुनिया। तेरे पद से मुझको हटाती है दुनिया, इशारों से मुझको बुलाती है दुनिया। देखूं मैं जग का ये झूठा इशारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा। मेरे देवता मेरे परम पिता। तेरे प्रेम के गीत गाते रहे हम, सुबह शाम तुझको ही ख्याते रहे हम। तेरे प्रेम के गीत गाते रहे हम, सुबह शाम तुझको ही ख्याते रहे हम। तेरा नाम हो मुझको प्राणों से प्यारा, कहीं छूट जाए न दामन तुम्हारा। मेरे देवता मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए न दामन तुम्हारा। मेरे देवता मेरे परम पिता। तेरी ज्ञान गंगा में बहते रहे हम, ये श्रद्धा सुमन चढ़ाते रहे हम। तेरी ज्ञान गंगा में बहते रहे हम। ये श्रद्धा सुमन्वित चढ़ाते रहे हम। तुम्ही मेरी मंजिल, तुम्ही हो किनारा, कहीं छूट जाए नादान तुम्हारा। मेरी देवता मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए नादान तुम्हारा। मेरे देवता मेरे परम पिता, सिवा तेरे मन में समाये न कोई, लगन का दीपक बुझाए न कोई। सिवा तेरे मन में समाये न कोई, लगन का ये दीपक बुझाए न कोई। सिवा तेरे मुझको न हो कोई प्यारा, कहीं छूट जाए न दान तुम्हारा। मेरे देवता मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए न दान। मेरे देवता मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दान तुम्हारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दान तुम्हारा।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आदरणीय डॉक्टर सूद जी and Usha ji. Thank you so much for that beautiful bhajan and thank you for your presence. Sorry, just having a couple of technical issues, my bandwidth here. Hopefully my audio is clear. So at this time, I would like to invite Acharya Varun Dev ji. He will be speaking today on the power of mind.
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद श्री भुवनेश जी। ॐ यज्जाग्रतो दूरमुदयति दैवं तदुसुप्तस्य तथैवैति दूरंगमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकं तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु, तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Respected Shri Bhunesh ji, Vishru ji, and Sukama ji, and Amol ji, and all the respected senior members, all Arya friends and family. We are all one family, of course. Today, I have taken this opportunity to dwell on the powers of mind, because when we think, when we try to understand the mind, there is no limit of its horizons where it can reach up to. So today, let's try to explore that what are the powers of mind and how can we increase the powers of our minds so that whenever and wherever we need to concentrate that power, use that power, we can for a noble purpose. In these, and all of us, we are aware of these 6 mantras which are there in Yajurveda, Adhyay 34, and they are also in Shanti Karanam from 20 to 25. Basically, these 6 mantras are the revelation of the powers of mind. Today, we will dwell our consciousness, our awareness on the meaning of these mantras in a very brief way, and I will try to explain in a comprehensive way that what are the powers of mind and how can we increase the powers and become master of these powers. So first, let's focus on this first mantra, Om Yajjagrato Dura Mudaiti Daivam Tadu Suptasya Tathaivati. O God, I will go to the purport of this mantra. O God, my mind that is possessed of divine qualities goes far away in thoughts while I am awake. It goes far away in dreams as well as while I am asleep. It is the same one and is the illuminator even of the senses, which are the means of cognition. May that mind be full of noble and auspicious resolutions. So here, if we try to focus on the last 3 words, Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Tanme Manaha, it is very clear. We are talking in the Vedas. Vedas are talking about the man, our mind. And how the first very basic and very powerful quality of our mind is Sankalpa. That's why in these 6 mantras, in all these mantras, we are praying that this power must be purified and must be strengthened as much as we can. This is very scientific and very logical, that in each mantra we will find ending the mantra with the same words, Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu, Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu, in consequence. Why? Because this is the most powerful functioning of the mind, the Sankalpa, resolution. This is the first power of the mind. If we try to explore this power of mind, we can see in this whole world, the greatest people are those who have cultivated this power of the mind. And that is resolution, Sankalpa Shakti. Whoever has made one's willpower strong, they only can make the strong resolutions, the Drid Sankalp. Otherwise, we take so many resolutions in our life and we forget about them after some time. Why? Because we have not cultivated the power of will, which will accelerate our Sankalpa Shakti, our Sankalpa, our resolution. So how can we accelerate or boost the power of will, our willpower? That is only through concentration. As much as we are concentrated on our object which we want to attain, only then we can generate or we can have that willpower which will provide us with a strong resolution. Otherwise, we will make suppose someone has some bad habit and someone takes resolution, Sankalpa, oh, I will get rid of this bad habit in my life in next 1 month. But the willpower is not strong. Why? Because one has not concentrated oneself on the benefits of getting rid of that bad habit. So when someone really knows the benefits of what one is doing, only then the interest can be created in that work. If someone knows that I will get healthy in eating the vegetables and the nutritious grains, only then one can be interested in eating that kind of food. Otherwise, one is eating whatever is in front of them. So, my all respected Arya members, the resolution is the sankalpa, is the first most powerful means in our mind, the functioning of our mind, which we can say that is the power of our mind, the first power. We can indicate, we can choose, we can make that function, make that faculty more and more stronger. By how? By creating small targets, goals, and achieving them. We have to create small targets and achieve them, so that I will take questions later in the end of this session. That is a wonderful question. So our sankalpa shakti, our faculty of resolution can be strengthened, can be strong if we increase our willpower. And will actually, it seems, synonym, willpower and sankalpa, of course, but there is slight difference in willpower, Ichha Shakti and Sankalpa Shakti. What is the difference? Ichha Shakti can be for anything, but Sankalpa is when one has determined something in one's mind, has taken the resolution, I have to fulfill this in this period of time. Like Maharshi Dhyanandji had taken at that time that Sankalpa that he will make this whole India and world get rid of all the superstitions and ignorance. That was his sankalpa. That's why we all Aryas are sitting in front of each other in order to fulfill that sankalpa. That is the power of mind, which we can see in the life of seers, our rishis. How beautiful were the minds of rishis, that divine Parmeshwar has chosen for rishis to descend that knowledge, to reveal that knowledge of the Vedas in their mind, because their mind was auspicious. Their minds were very noble, very pure. That's why that pure knowledge, divine knowledge, entered and revealed into their mind. The power of the mind is Sankalpa Shakti, resolution. That is the first thing. The second thing, in the other, if we go more, next mantra, Jene Karmane Paso, Manishino Yajje Kinvanti Vidteshu Dhira. The second power of the mind is thinking. As much as we dwell, we analyze, we do vichar, we do thinking, we do brainstorming on some objects, then automatically we find the nectar of the object. So look at the example of how the scientists work. They take some object of their invention, and then they just exhaust their life, their mind energy into that object, to invent that thing. Whether it is Faraday who has invented the electricity, or Edison, and take the example of our own rishis who had at that time what the great advancement of the psychology they have attained at that time in the Vedic age, in the Satyug. Without any outer means, they did not rely, they did not depend on the outer means in order to find, in order to explore, in order to cultivate the powers of mind. They just meditated and they exhausted. They completely surrendered themselves. They completely sacrificed their whole life in order to find those divine realms, that divine wisdom and knowledge and prajna that is aspired by all the human beings. And that is the source of our knowledge and source of our bliss, our happiness. So the second power of the mind is, which we must cultivate in our life, is the thinking. If we want to make sure of something, we have to get into it very deeply so that we can understand the nectar. We can understand what is the purpose of this object, or the swaroop, the structure of this object, the nature of the object. We all know, in the Arya Samaj, we believe, according to the Vedas, that there are three basic fundamental elements. Two are Chetan, one is Jad, Ishwar, Jeev, Prakriti. And we have to get complete, perfect knowledge of these three so that we can be liberated. And why? The question should be in front of us. Why should we liberate ourselves? Because we are not perfect. Liberation is perfection. Liberation, we all want insatiable. Our desires are insatiable, which cannot be quenched, which cannot be satiated by fulfillment of them. Only with knowledge, only through the knowledge of all objects, whatever we have in front of us, in the Prakriti, in ourselves, and Ishwar, who is the creator of the whole universe. When we will be aware of the nature of all three, we will have the mastery in this world, how to live and why to live. We will have a mission in our life, a kind of goal and target in our life. If we work anywhere in the world, suppose we see some people are working in the company, they are given with a target. You have to fulfill this within a particular period of time, so that they can analyze their performance. In the life also, in this world also, we must find out what is the mission of our life on this earth. Whatever we are doing in our outer life, that does not matter. But whatever is the basic, there is a beautiful word that I love in French, raison d'être. What is the reason of our existence? Why did we take birth? That basic question we should ask sincerely to ourselves in order to find out the sankalpa. What is the sankalpa in our life? Okay, we can have a great successful career in the life, and that is wonderful. That is part of the goal. That is part of the destiny. But that is not the final destination. That is, we cannot say, oh, praptam prapniyam. Swami Satyapati ji used to say, when you can say praptam prapniyam, that whatever I wanted to attain, I have attained, and you are satisfied completely, only then we can say, okay, my mission is on the earth, I know now. Otherwise, he used to say, bin atam jnaan ke duniya mein इंसान भटकते देखे हैं, आम बसर की तो बातें ही क्या, सुल्तान भटकते देखे हैं. So when we see, when I was 12 years old, when I saw him, Swami Satyapati ji and others who were around him, who have attained something in his life spiritually, who had nothing but he has everything. That thing gave the energy for the attainment of our goal, to make something great in our life, the great sankalpa. And that great sankalpa can only be created, only be generated when we give our thinking energy, our mind, this time, this space to think about that. Otherwise, if we will not think deeply or with a concentration, whatever we will think, it will after some time drift away. Will be not have that intensity So Sankalpa Shakti can only be intense and powerful when there is a power of thinking behind it. Otherwise, we are like bhed chal. Oh, that person is doing that. Let me do also that. That person is doing great in the YouTube. Let me create the YouTube channel and I will become the great. That is not whatever is the beautiful. I see a lot of YouTubers sometimes, and I see a great thing in the young generation. Now they talk about two things, and that is wonderful: content and intent. You know, we have so many contents in our life, but we don't have intents in our life. And intent is our sincere queries in the life. What we are, if you look on the Google, the keyword research, if you do, then you find out Google tells you today's keyword research, and if you try to know the meaning of what is the keyword research, the query which is there in the search engine. So what is our query in our search engine? What is our query in our mind engine? This is the engine. This is the search engine. And what query we are feeding it inside, that we have to find out. And whatever will be the query, the quality of the query, the intent of the query will decide what will be the content of our life, what will be the quality of our life, what can become the resolution of our life, sankalp of our life. And if you see more further in these 6 mantras, Yasmin Richaha Sama Yajonshi, Yasmin Pratisthita Rathna Bhavivara, Yasmin Chittam Sarvamotam Prajanam, Tanmi Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. That in this mind, the knowledge of the 4 Vedas is contained. And they are connected in the mind like the axis of a wheel the spokes are connected to the center of the wheel, to the axis. The same way, all energy of the mind in the form of thoughts and ideas and emotions and feelings are connected to the mind. Mind is a great means of attainment of knowledge. Even Maharshi Patanjali ji said in the Yoga Darshan that only the samadhi. What is the samadhi? Samadhi is the higher and higher state of mind. More and more it gets that height of the mind through the process of concentration, ekagrita. It gets that intensity so that it can liberate. There is a particular in physics escape velocity. If we don't have that escape velocity, it cannot break out of the earth atmosphere. So do we have that Sankalpa Shakti which can make us liberate? Is that can give us that escape velocity, and we can go out of that the vicious circle of life and birth and suffering and death? Yes, we have that Sankalpa Shakti. All of us we have, which is given to us, which is there in the heart. It is said in the mantra. It is in our heart. Hrit pratishtham yadajiram javishtham tanme manah shiva sankalpamastu. So, my respected all Arya Bandhuon, that Sankalpa Shakti is the greatest power of mind. That thinking is the greater power of the mind. And the third one is Smriti, memory. How badly we use this power of memory by memorizing the bad experiences of our life, not the good ones. If you look at ourselves, mostly we will try to remember, oh, that guy has done something bad to me in that year, which is even more far than that is buried in the past. So this memory, power of memory, through this, it was known as Shruti in the Vedic Yuga. How the knowledge of the Vedas is contained and transferred into the next generation through the Smriti Shakti. So these 3 powers, the power of resolution, the power of our thinking and the power of memory is greatest. And if we try to cultivate these three powers of mind, we will find out there are more divine faculties and qualities of our mind which will come out, which will be unleashed. And when that will be unleashed, we will see the drishta in ourselves, the seer, the kavi, kavir manishi paribhu swayambhu. With a small, only 2 minutes story, I will end this. I will conclude of my pravachan. There was a man. He was walking through a wood, a dense forest, and he was so tired after walking. Then suddenly he thought, oh, if there were a tree here, in under that there is so much sun, and if I could have take some rest in that under the shade of the tree, it would be great. Suddenly he saw a tree and he went under the shade. Then he thought intensely that it would be great if there were a bed here and wonderful food. Then suddenly he turned around and he found out that there is a wonderful bed, very, very comfortable bed and food. Then he was surprised. Anyhow, he was so tired and hungry. He ate all the food and he then went to sleep. When he woke up, after waking up, he suddenly thought, from where all these came? The great food, delicious food, the bed. There might be something, some vicious or some very horrible being around me, maybe ghost. And suddenly ghost appeared. And when ghost appeared, he thought, oh, maybe now they will kill me, and they killed him. So the moral of the story is that this mind is our kalpa vriksha. Whatever we think, we become. Whatever we covet, we find out, we get it. So my all dear respected Arya members, we have to aspire to cultivate the power, these powers of our mind, that is resolution, sankalpa, shakti, thinking, vichar shakti, and smriti, memory, smriti shakti. Then there are unlimited, it is written in the Vedas, unlimited powers of the mind which will be unleashed when we at least unleash and cultivate these three fundamental powers of mind. Thank you so much for listening to me, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya. I think first we'll take the question. There was a question about what if one has a mental challenge to concentrate?
What if one has mental challenge to concentrate? Of course, if somebody cannot concentrate, it is difficult to revive or to cultivate the Sankalpa Shakti. But I will say that we are born to attain the impossible in our life, what we have not attained yet. So if somebody is finding it challenging, that's the beauty. That's for we should go. Because whatever we are challenging to complete, that is the purpose of our life. It is simple. Whatever difficulty we are facing with, that thing, if we make that challenge, if we will accept, then Sankalpa Shakti will arise. That I request. This is the wonderful question. The challenge, the word is used, challenge. And that challenge shows itself that there is Sankalpa Shakti there in order to concentrate. So we have to accept this challenge and go on, try to concentrate more and more and more and more, so that one day we become so concentrated in ourselves that on whatever object, we take the lens, example of a lens. Mind is like a lens. If you concentrate the sun rays in the lens, it can burn the paper or some object. So the same way, if we concentrate on particular idea or thought, that idea of thought will generate the Sankalpa Shakti according to the quality and intent of that idea and thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya. So basically, you talked about the three powers of mind. The first one, sankalp, being the resolution. If we resolve to accomplish something, we most probably will. The power of thinking. You talked about not just having the content, but an intent to actually achieve something. And the quality of our questions, our queries will define how successful we are. And the third, of course, the power of memory and remembering positive thoughts and things like that. And very at the very end, in the little story, basically, I think you were talking about the power of imagination and positive thinking, right? If we think about our fears, and we might actually realize them, but if we think about positivity and the possibilities and have a positive imagination outlook, we're most probably going to come up with positive outputs. So hopefully I've summarized it to what you've said. Thank you so much. And, a hidden quality came out today. We had two lines of a very beautiful bhajan. Maybe in one of the next sessions, we'll ask you to do a bhajan as well. So thank you so much. So appreciate you joining this morning all the way from Kenya. Thank you all for joining. Hopefully you're finding these sessions useful. Continue to please remember that if you have any commemorative events in your family, you would like special prayers, please let us know ahead of time. So we'll request acharyas to say special prayers. So to conclude the session today, please also I'll request Acharya ji for Shanti Part and Jai Kosh. Sorry.
Shanti Part. Om Dyahu Shantirantariksam Shantihi Prithvi Shantirapah Shantiroshadhayah Shantihi Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Devah Shanti Brahma Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantiredhi. ओम शांति शांति शांति। जो बोले सो अभय। गुरुवर विरजानंद जी की, महर्षि दयानंद जी की जय हो। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र जी की जय हो। योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण जी की जय। सभी संतों महात्मा और ऋषियों की जय। आर्य समाज
अमर रहे,
वेद की ज्योति
जलती रहे,
ओम का झंडा
ऊंचा रहे,
किणवंतो
विश्वमाता
वैदिक ध्वनि। वैदिक अभिवादन सबको सादर।
नमस्ते सभी को।
सबको नमस्ते जी, धन्यवाद।